And welcome to Unity of Savannah. I'm Reverend Dale Worley. I'm the minister here at Unity. Unity of Savannah is a center for spiritual awakening where we recognize God as life, love, and the ground of all being. And we celebrate God by living fully, loving lavishly, and being all that we can be. I'm going to invite you now to join me in a few moments of prayer. You might put your hand on your heart and just breathe deeply. In our prayer chaplain program, we practice breathing directly into our heart space. And know that with every breath, every inspiration, we're activating the power of love and forgiveness in our hearts. And with every breath, feel your heart opening, expanding. So that all the love and the joy that we so richly deserve flows freely from us, through us, and as us. Every breath that we take in, we feel our heart expand. And every breath that we release love and light into the world. So we feel the presence of love as each other this morning. We're giving love to other members of our community. We're receiving love. If there's someone that you want to bless with this loving energy, just bring them to mind. You might even say their name softly or just in your heart. And know they're being blessed by the power of our prayer this morning. And as we bless others, we're blessed in return. So we are blessed and we are a blessing. We are the light of the world. And we pray this, we decree it and declare it in the nature, the consciousness that was demonstrated by our way shower, Jesus Christ, whose birth and life we celebrate. And we celebrate all those that have come before us that were teachers and guides. And we especially want to honor anyone this morning that may not be physically present in the world, but whose love we still hold in our heart and whose memory we still hold in our mind. So if there's someone in your life that has transitioned on, we just honor and bless them and know they're still with us in spirit. We honor Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who passed this weekend. We honor him and his work and the example he set for us. And we're so grateful to be here together, to experience joy and to know oneness. And so we release our prayer on the wings of love and allow it to do its perfect work according to divine law. And so it is. Amen. So from that same prayerful consciousness, I invite you to hold our vision, mission, and purpose statements with me. And if you would, you can affirm those aloud or in your heart. So our vision together, we connect through the energy of joy and oneness. Our mission, we embrace a positive, loving, and uplifting approach to spirituality. And our purpose, we are an inclusive spiritual community. And this morning I was thinking that we are an inclusive and a prosperous spiritual community. And I'm going to be holding that idea, especially in the month of January, to focus on prosperity and abundance and blessings. And one way that we can kick that off is next Sunday, January the 2nd, we're having our annual White Stone Burning Bowl ceremony. It's going to be held outside in the parking lot, in the big parking lot on the west side of the building. So it's a really fun way to let go of what you don't want to bring into the new year with you. I'm sure that you might be able to think of something and to affirm what it is that you're here to be and to do in the new year. So maybe you might want to start thinking about that already. And even if you can't join us in person, I invite you to do your own ritual at home of releasing. Just write on a piece of paper what you don't want to carry and burn it. The fire's purifying energy. And we'll have a bunch of white stones that you can use to write your word that you receive through meditation. So if you can't attend next Sunday or you want to watch online, let me know. We'll send you a white stone, or you can come by here and pick one up. I want everybody to have one. I've got a whole pile of them on my desk at home, along with a card that I wrote on one of the many times I walked on fire with Reverend Edwin Gaines, and my card says, "I walk on fire. I can do anything I choose." And then I have a whole pile of white stones. So that's just a little reminder when I'm at my desk of what I'm here to be. It's a wonderful practice to remind us of the truth of our being. And also, we did an online survey recently through the email, and I'm really appreciative to everybody that took the survey. And the top two results from the ideas we listed are workshops and classes and community building. And right below that, number 3 was social justice. So we're going to be focusing on those 3 areas next year. And we're beginning with a class on prosperity on January the 16th. So Rev. Evelyn Wilson, one of our licensed teachers, Reverend Judith Jones, and our ministerial candidate, soon to be Reverend Bob Turner, are going to teach a class, a 6 weeks class based on Eric Butterworth's book, Spiritual Economics. So the really cool part of this class is that all 3 of these folks studied with Eric Butterworth, who's no longer on the planet with us. So they're a direct link to the teachings of Eric Butterworth. So if you want to get the scoop on what he taught, you'll want to come there. It's on Sundays in person from 2 to 4. So that starts in 3 weeks, January 16th. Yeah. So you want to be sure that you think about coming to that class. We're going to try an in-person class and see how that goes. So it'll be 2 to 4 on Sundays. And then also coming up in January, this will be the end of my commercial, I promise. One of our members Margie Standard, some of y'all know Margie. Her life has been absolutely transformed by Unity Teachings, and she's going to share a testimony with us in January, so you can look forward to that too. So if you want to make a love offering, we have our little table at the back by John. At any moment during the service that you feel led, you can put your offering in the box, the new love offering box that we've got back there. There's envelopes in the backs of the chairs. If you're watching on the internet, you can go to unitysavannah.org and make your tithe there. And I'm going to be talking about the 12 days of Christmas today and our 12 powers, which all these candles were lit on Christmas Eve to represent our 12 powers, your 12 powers. So there's a reading for every day of the 12 days of Christmas, not only in our Christmas book, but also in the Daily Word. So you can pick up either or both of those books for free. We have a limited number on the little table in the back. You can also go to dailyword.com, and for $10 a year, you'll get an email from them every day. You can download an app. I have an app on my phone I look at every morning that has the Daily Word in it. So Christmas didn't end yesterday. It still continues until January the 6th, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But if you want to really delve into an activation of your 12 powers, get one or both of these little books and use the reading in the affirmation every day and see how that expands your faith journey, which faith is the first day, and that's what we're focusing on today as well. So I want to just go ahead and bless the love offering. Again, you can go back there anytime you want to on your way out, and also know that we have a prayer box in this little room. Anytime you want to, go in there, write your prayer intention on a prayer slip, put it in the box, and we also have June is our prayer chaplain for today, and she's in the back with her stole on, and she'll be glad to pray with you if you want an individual prayer. So as I bless our offering today, know that I'm also blessing your bank account. I'm blessing your home. We're doing this together. I'm blessing your car, your relationships, your jobs, because the church is everybody. It's not just me. It's not just Evelyn or John or Tammy, the board. It's everybody. The church means called out. That word means called out. So you've all been called to a greater experience of the divine. That's why you're here today. And so know that we are blessing what we have together. And as we focus on it and bless it and give our appreciation, it grows. So think about if there's something in your life that you want to grow, that you want more of, even if it's just a little bitty thing. You only need faith the size of a mustard seed, right? So just think about something that you want to bless, that you want to grow. And as we say our prosperity affirmation, we're all focusing on our good together. So God already knows before you even ask. It's already done in the mind of God. So just breathe that in. And our prosperity affirmation together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful, and so it is. Excuse me. So, again, this is the first day of the 12 days of Christmas. In our little book, our Christmas to Remember book, my friend Reverend Bronte from Athens, Unity of Athens, Georgia, wrote an introduction to the 12 days in the study of the 12 powers. So I wanted to read that to you this morning. And just remember that every one of these candles represents a different power that we're activating. We began our Advent journey by lighting the Advent candles for faith, peace, love, and joy. And now each one of these 12 candles represents a different aspect of the Christ that we're here to express. So we can choose one of these if we want, that we feel drawn to, and really focus on that. Or you can just kind of soak in every one of them. Emma Curtis Hopkins, who I think was the inspiration for the 12 powers, she had 12 lessons. She was called a New Thought Teacher of Teachers. And she said every time you go through the 12 lessons, they mean a little bit more to you. So every time you go the round of the 12 powers, they are activated a little bit more. They mean a little bit more. You have a little bit more awareness of them in your life. So let me read to you from our book, 12 Powers for the 12 Days of Christmas. Together we've celebrated the beauty of Christmas time while deepening our sense of rebirth and renewal. We are now invited to continue to create a Christmas to remember by activating and using our inherent spiritual gifts known as the 12 powers. The powers are faith, strength, wisdom, love, power, imagination, understanding, will, order, zeal, release, and life. And so at our Christmas Eve service, we also looked at different aspects of the Christmas story and how they represent one of the powers. So today, being the first day of the 12 days of Christmas, the focus is on faith. And faith is represented in the Christmas story by Mary and the color blue. So that candle is the faith candle. Because we're all blessed with these divine attributes, and I want everybody to really get that, because I had heard about these 12 powers for years when I first came to Unity, and I thought it was something out there. Once again, God's out there for me. I hadn't fully brought God within, and it was like it's a power that I can somehow get. But really, I didn't get it. It didn't aha for me until I was taking a class on the 12 powers at Unity Village, and my teacher started the first class by talking about the study of your 12 powers. And no one had ever said, or I'd never heard anybody say, your 12 powers. I always heard the 12 powers, like something out there. I'm going to learn how to use this power. So the truth is that power is an aspect of divinity that you already are. So the key to activating the power is to realize this and then to release it from yourself. To activate it, to release it, not something I'm going out here to get, but something that's inside of me that I'm going to focus on and bring out. Does that make sense? Because we're all blessed with these divine attributes, we have the innate potential to live life at levels both spiritually strong and beautifully enlightened. And wouldn't you want to live like that? Some of us already do, spiritually strong and beautifully enlightened. The 12 powers help us turn away from thoughts of lack, worry, and limiting beliefs and keep us grounded in the empowering knowledge that we are spiritual beings with a complete array of constantly available God-given tools. Sometimes in the challenges or busyness of life, we forget we have these tools. And we might be unaware of their support and their energy. How can we recognize and activate their clear, full expression? by calling upon and developing them. So as you ponder, affirm, or meditate on each of your 12 powers in the days ahead, you might want to keep a journal and write down little notes about what comes to you as you're studying them. So may your 12 powers assist you in discovering even more delightful aspects of yourself. You are delightful. Think about that word, delightful. You are full of delight. You are delight of the world. Yes? And what a wonderful thing to accept for ourselves. You know, sometimes I can see the light in you, but I don't necessarily see it in me. It gets covered up with all these thoughts of, you know, whatever that we're going to be releasing next week. So just know you're the light of the world, and the way that you shine your light in the world is through the activation of your 12 powers. Delightful aspects of yourself that create even new Christmas memories and fabulous adventures in the new year. I'm ready for a fabulous adventure. How about y'all? Yeah, all right. So I want to do a little meditating with you guys. So we're going to do our Surely the Present song and then move into a time of meditation.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Surely the presence of love, the presence of life, the presence of light is in this place because we are in it. If you haven't already, allow your eyes to gently close. Once again, become aware of your breathing. Take a few deep, full breaths. Feel your diaphragm and your chest expand with every breath. Lean back in your chair a little bit and just let it support you. Feel your spine straight and erect. And just feel the power of love and light moving through you. A mighty current of God's healing energy moving through all of us right now, from the top of our head to the bottoms of our feet. Just relax into this moment and join me on a spiritual adventure, a faith journey, using the power of our imagination. And imagine that you are outside on a clear, crisp night. The sky is vast and dark. The stars are twinkling and vivid. There's a slight crispness to the air, but yet you're not cold or uncomfortable. It feels energizing. Feel the aliveness in your body. The cool, gentle breeze on your face. There's an electricity in the air. And you feel a sense of anticipation. I invite you to consider the word epiphany, which is the last day of the 12 days of Christmas. Epiphany. It means to appear. And in this clear, crisp evening, you're filled with the anticipation of something about to appear, something about to happen. It's not an anxious feeling, yet you're filled with joy and a sense of wonder and awe. And yet you feel relaxed and attentive. And so as you gaze at the night sky, you see a beautiful star, vivid and bold and alive, brighter than any other star in the sky. And it beckons to you. It calls to you. And you begin to follow it, to walk towards it. You can feel such a sense of goodness and love radiating from this beacon of light. And you're almost irresistibly drawn to it. As if you wish you could reach out and touch it or fly into the air. And as you move towards it, it seems to grow larger. More vibrant. More alive. And you feel the energy moving through your body. And you notice just ahead a little hut or shack or some kind of structure. It seems natural but not dilapidated or neglected. It seems new and fresh, but yet It's made out of all natural materials like tree branches and limbs and hay for a roof. It looks inviting. And so, with the light of the star still shining, you walk into the little structure. And there's a place for you to sit. It's empty, but it feels good. You feel safe and enveloped in love. There might be a blanket there for you, or a little chair, or just a pile of hay for you to sit on, something comfortable. And so you take a seat or lay down, and you look up and notice that there's an opening in the roof. And through the opening, you see the star. And it appears to be coming toward you, shining through the opening in the roof, descending into the little hut that you're in. The windows are open. There's a breeze blowing through. You feel beautiful and filled with more sense of awe and wonder and joy and goodness and love. And suddenly, the light comes through the roof and touches you on the forehead. And you feel your whole body light up from the inside. You feel an interesting sense of pressure or movement on the top of your head, the crown of your head, and the forehead. You feel as if you're glowing from the inside out. And you look at your hand and it's light. I am a being of light. I am the light of the world. And you feel so good and so alive and so beautiful that you allow this light to radiate out from you until it fills the whole little house that you're in. You feel as if you're floating, safe, and yet powerful. And so you are the light, you are the star. It expands out from the house into the night, lighting up the whole sky. And you feel your oneness with every star and every planet and every sun and every galaxy and every universe. You feel as if you are a star floating in space, shining your light so beautifully as only you can do. And so rest and revel in the light that you are, in the stillness and the quiet of a silent night.
are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. My inner light grows brighter through faith. Pulling back a curtain in a dark room will drive the darkness out and flood the space with light. I remember this at those times when my life feels dark. I have the power to live from faith, which brings me out of spiritual darkness. Faith helps me believe that even when I can't see it, the light of God is always shining. Little by little, my awareness of God grows increasingly brighter until I perceive the divine everywhere. I am a spiritual being, and I am inseparable from God. I place my faith in this truth, and I drive out the darkness of fear and doubt that may have caused me to shrink from the fullness of life. Shining my light in the world, I inspire those around me to grow brighter with faith. From John, the 12th chapter, I have come as a light in the world, so that everyone who believes should not remain in the darkness. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. So know that as you leave here today, that you take the light of love and life with you everywhere that you go. You are the light of the world. Will you affirm, I am the light of the world with me together? I am the light of the world. Once more, I am the light of the world, and so it is. I invite you to stand now and let's sing our closing song. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with earth as our mother, family all are we. my joy is found, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And that's the truth.